consistency simply means showing up every day, even when you don't feel like. This is Good Morning Abuja, and it's Friday episode. Welcome to the weekend. The weekend begins here, and we open the doors of the weekend for you. We have everything you need to make sure your day is superb. My name is Uloma Ibe. Let's begin with the motivational talk. Alright, let's enjoy.
Hi and good morning. My name is Mia Baka, and as usual, I'm here to share with you some tips to ensure that you live your life to the fullest. I'm going to be sharing with us briefly this morning on the need for a mid-year review session. A man called Peter Drucker said, "The best way to predict the future is to create it." And so I'm saying to you, it's time to sit down with yourself as we are in the middle of the year. Call yourself to a meeting, get a notebook, get a piece, your biro, and just sit down with yourself in a quiet space and do a review of your year so far from January till date. I want to believe at the beginning of the year you had specific things you wanted to achieve, things you had outlined to be able to accomplish in course of the year, people you wanted to meet, maybe places you wanted to travel to, and all of that. So can we get those? If you had a notebook at the beginning of the year, let's get it down and let's begin to do a review. Let's look at fine and good. We had some plans. Look at the plans again. How far did you fare? Right? Let's do an analysis and let's review how much progress you made. In what areas did you have good inroads? What other areas were there delays? What areas did you not accomplish as much? When you do a review, it helps you do a very critical assessment of your progress so far. And then from those same goals, I want you to pick out a few more things that were not accomplished, write them out afresh again. You might have some you had accomplished, tick off those ones. And then say, are there one or two you might want to add to so that you have a clear focus for the remaining months from after July, August, September, October, November, December. It helps to give you clarity. It helps you spur you on. It helps you to analyze areas you didn't do so well, and also might show you areas where you might need help to make better progress. So please don't forget, before today ends, ensure that you sit down with yourself and you do a good review of your year so far. After that, reframe your goals for the remaining part of the year and ensure that when you need help, you find help. A coach, a counselor, a teacher, whoever it is that you need to help you accomplish what is left by the end of the year. Ensure you get help. But I know that once you do this, you end 2025 happy with yourself and excited at the goals you've been able to accomplish.
Thank you so much, Mibiaka Yanabo, for that superb motivational talk. I hope you grabbed a thing or two from there. And you know what I keep saying, not just grabbing it, not just listening, implementing them one step at a time. I mean, you don't need to implement everything at the same time, but you take it one step at a time. Before you know, you're just where you want to be. Thank you very much. So up next is our exercise segment. This is what we do every day of the week. We encourage you to exercise and keep fit because we know how important it is to be healthy. Imagine making out the money you're looking for and the doctor says, don't eat this, don't eat that. You have to exercise and keep fit. So, and of course, we have the best way for you to exercise. I mean, you're not just exercising, jogging, and doing this. We infuse music to make it very nice and interesting. So, hello, it is time for our exercise.
This is a no-go. I just can't take hold. This is a danger zone. Back up and get me home. This is a no. I just can't take hold. This is a danger zone. Back up and get me. So put your hand in mine. Follow me. Let me waste your time. Set up feet. Do some stupid shit. Take a seat. Let me waste your time. Slow beat. So put your
Thank you very much. Well, I mean, who wouldn't join that kind of exercise where you vibe and dance at the same time? You're not just vibing and dance, you're learning new dance steps. Interesting. Welcome back from that exercising. It's still Good Morning Abuja on NTH 5, the Unity Station. Now it is time for us to enjoy our inspirational quote for life, and it is on education. Thank you very much for that beautiful inspirational quote on education and the power of learning. Yes, I love it. I hope you grabbed something. Thank you very much. And on that note, it is a breather. I want to take a break now, the first break on the show. When we come back, guess what? There's so much more for you. Please keep it here.
Welcome you on today's ride on the show Good Morning Abuja.
This is Window on Abuja.
We have everything it takes to compete with any nation all across the world.
How do we make it? We are ready to produce.
I've been contributing to the development of your kingdom.
They know my story. Hello and welcome to Young Hearts.
Our focus today will be on hepatitis B.
Ladylike.
In the 14th century, 15th, 16th century, and even 17th.
That is for zakah to cure our greed.
The purpose why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala decided to create humanity.
The Bible talks about a man called Apollos. This is NTA Abuja Channel 5.
See you same time.
And have a great and blessed week ahead.
Thank you so much and welcome back from that break. It's still Good Morning Abuja on NTH Channel 5, the Unity Station. TGIF. Thank God it's Friday. Yes. I'm glad to welcome you. So we have Pastor Jerry David. He's going to be talking to us on leadership development. Is it a skill? Is it curriculum? Is it something you're born with? He's going to be sharing all of that. Please help me make welcome Pastor Jerry David. Good morning, Pastor.
Good morning. Good morning, man.
Good to have you.
Same here.
Let's talk about leadership. I mean, in your own word, in your own times, how would you define leadership? Is it a skill, character? Is it an inborn thing? Talk to us about that.
I believe leadership could be learned, right?
Could be learned?
Yes,
Ooh,
yes,
nice.
yes. Because people do argue that people are born a leader in the sense that you have an opportunity to be the firstborn and then their responsibility. But I believe productive leadership is learned. There are skills to it. It's something you could acquire. If you ask who is a leader is someone who knows the way, teaches the way, and goes the way. So if a leader does not know the way, he cannot teach the way. And if he cannot teach the way, he cannot direct you. Because for a leader to teach you what he or the place he's taking you to, he should have gone there. For instance, if I should help you do your assignments, let's say you're in primary 1, I should be in primary 2 or primary 5. Because I have been there, I have the experience. So nobody comes with an experience. We are taught. While leadership refers to influence, having the ability to influence an individual towards a particular goal.
Is it like what Nigeria will say, follow who no road?
Yes, something like that, something like that.
Okay, interesting. So you don't believe that people are just born leaders?
No.
They develop the skill of leadership.
Yes, and it has to be intentional.
It has to be intentional. So what's the difference between a manager and a leader? He's in charge.
Okay.
At the same time, he's leading. Are there some special skills he's supposed to acquire or display that will make him a leader?
Most of the times, people who tend to become managers are people who productively, based on their productive attributes, got certain positions.
Okay.
But that does not make you a leader. According to John C. Maxwell, in his book, Speaking on Leadership, he spoke about levels of leadership. You could be leading me because you have a position. That does not mean that you are my leader. I only respect you because of that. Out of that position, that's why you see people who are led tend to rebel against their leader. This is because it was just a position. So even though you're a manager, you have to become a leader. So it's beyond position. So I could say a managerial position is a type of leadership, but it is not something that we are getting for a better future. It's
not something that somebody can completely say,
yes,
because he's the manager, automatically he is the leader.
Yes.
Okay, so how do you think leaders are supposed to treat criticism? Most times when they are being criticized, they get offended. They pick offense. They're like, why are you talking about your leader like that? Are we actually supposed to criticize our leaders, maybe constructively, when they've done something, will I say wrong? I mean, when they're not doing well. What would you have to say about that?
We must learn to have conversations, both as the led or as leaders. When I mean conversations, it's heart-to-heart conversation. As a led, if your leader, of course, leaders should welcome productive criticism. And leaders must also learn not to react but respond. If you react to criticism, it means you are being emotional. Leadership is not about being emotional. But when you respond, it involves critical thinking. You analyze the situation, you check from different angles what could be right, what could be wrong. So leaders are advised to accept positive criticism as it gives you better lens to see certain things you could not meet up with. No one is an island. There are certain things I could think I know how to do best. Someone can come and just give a little input and then we'll fly with it. So leaders should embrace criticism. In
an organization now, how do you think a potential leader can be identified? Where everyone just goes to work, goes to the office, and you're just doing your thing, doing your assigned duty. How can they pinpoint and say, hey, this person has leadership quality or something?
One of it is paying attention to details.
Paying attention to details.
That's number one. 2 is empathy. A good leader cares more about the people than their pockets. Cares more about the people than their service. Oh, you came to work late today. Hope all is fine. Not why are you
late?
You understand? So what you're trying to do is you are giving a signal that you are using the person. You understand? The person might feel used and then get discouraged. So there are certain people, you could have a particular colleague in your company, and then whenever people come, hi, how are you doing? There's what to call momentum lifters. These are people when, haven't you have people who comes around the building and everybody feels excited?
Yes.
Everybody wants to work. That's a leader. There's what to call the 360-degree leader. The ability to lead, not being the leader. That's among your peers, you are the leader. You are not the person in the position, but you are able to convince people to do what is right. I understand we have not been paid in this company, but how about we do this and to elevate the finances of the company? You can identify a particular leader if he can lift the momentum of the people, check his emotional maturity, how well he brings input. Do you know there are some people who can be in an organization for 3, 6 months, 1 year, and then they don't bring productive ideas? They are only concerned about tax. They have become robots. Leaders are not meant to groom people to become robots, where you are assigned a particular tax, you fulfill that tax, and that's all. We won't actually achieve what's best for the company, an organization, or a nation. So there are people who could go out of their way, bring productive ideas to uplift the organization.
Okay, continue. Okay, let's talk about mentoring and how do you mentor people? How can people be mentored into becoming a leader? I mean, or becoming leaders? Since you said you don't believe that people are born leaders, they can be learned.
Okay, there are two types of mentorship. There is active mentorship and there's distant mentorship. Active mentorship is personal relationship with the person. For instance, you live in my area, you come to me for mentorship, you have personal access. So I mentor you through observation. I know you as a person, I know your emotional state. Okay. This gives me access to how well I should give you assignments, rate your assignment, response to those assignments. I'm mentoring you personally. And then there is mentorship by distance. You don't know me, you cannot access me, but you can access my tapes, you can access my books, you can access my podcast, and my write-ups on social media platforms. So, but I will advise that in our journey towards leadership, first of all, look for an active mentor. Not everybody have the ability to watch over their growth. Yes, you will see certain persons, they so desire growth, but then do you have the discipline to discipline yourself when you don't meet up with certain standards? For instance, you are supposed to read maybe 5 books in a month or 4 books in a month. The month is almost over, you have not read up to 2 books. Do you have the ability to deny yourself of certain pleasures? Some people might not be able to do it. But when you have an active mentor, my dear friend, what's happening? Oh, I'm not able to finish 5 books. Okay, why not try 2? We must understand that leadership is a journey. It's not an instant event. No. You don't become a leader overnight. It takes time.
It's
you understand? And sometimes, one of the mistakes certain leaders make in grooming people to become leaders is the fact that they give them chunk of load and they expect too much. You don't tell a child who is in nursery 1 to start reading. No. Start spelling mosquitoes. That's why we start from A, B, C. And then from there we go to 2 letter words. So we started from a single letter to letter. So it's a progressive journey. If every leader observes that, I believe we'll have a lot of leaders.
So how do you designate without losing control or quality?
Before you designate, you must check the ability of the person you are designating to. You must. For instance, what is your strength? Do you know, sometimes in organizations, people tend to magnify weaknesses than people's strengths. For instance, I love speaking. You love writing. Why should you be assigned to be speaking? You understand? Is it because... So, leaders should be transparent. Oh, because you love speaking, and I have someone who has access to a speaking engagement, and that person loves writing. I saying that misplaced priorities is already affecting the quality of production.
Interesting conversation here. We need to end it here because, I mean, our time will not permit us, but we are definitely going to have you again and talk more and on this, because I've seen that you're very passionate about this leadership and mentorship stuff. Well done, Pastor Jerry David. Thank you for coming on the show this morning.
Thank you.
Just like a parting shot, what would you like to say? What's the message you're leaving us with as we see our eyes?
I will tell everyone that we are all leaders. We must have that in mind. It does not mean you're a leader now, but you are going to be a leader, right? But you must understand that if you are a leader now, which means you will take the responsibility to become a better leader. That is why most people tend not to see themselves as part of the solution. They blame the government, they blame the church system, they blame social media. What are you doing to change an environment? What are you doing to change the people around you? If you decide that you are part of the leadership system of an organization, of a country, of a place, I believe we are going to see great things ahead.
That's a good place to leave this conversation. Thank you very much once again for coming on the show, Pastor Jerry David.
Thank you.
Have a good day ahead.
And you too.
On that note, we want to take a breather. When we come back, we'll talk more and more and more. Please stay here with us.
us to say our goodbyes on the program. As usual, I remain your host of the most, Omoide with Erese, and I'll always be here with my bestie.
Je m'appelle Oguntayo Olaniposi Justina.
Speaking French now, from Jordan to Sweden.
Adios.
Eyes for Allah, nothing but Allah. Ba is the beginning of Bismillah. Ta is for taqwa, bewaring of Allah. And Tha is for thawab, a reward. Ja is for Jannah, the garden of
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Welcome to your weekly guide, Light of Islam. I am Aisha Ahmed.
As Muslims, we know that in Islam, time is a very good and important commodity that we have.
Believe in the angels of God as one of the 6 articles of faith.
Dharma is made in form rows, and how the rows are made is such that the Imam stands in front, and then right behind him.
Assalamu alaikum, this is Light of Islam. Keep watching Light of Islam, NTA channel.
That is for zakah, to cure our greed, when we give our money to those in need.
All right, so we're still here doing this Good Morning Abuja thing on NTA Channel 5, the Unity Station. If you're just joining, you're welcome back from that break. This morning, we're about to have another interesting conversation concerning the skill gap in Nigeria. The skill gap. And joining me to have this conversation is someone that is qualified to talk about it. I need my phone for this introduction. All right, his name is Michael Odafe Ubewaku, and he is management organizational strategist and founder-led consultant of DMIF Global Consultants Limited. Are you hearing that? So he's here to talk about the skill gap in Nigeria. When you think of skill and the gap, that's just the conversation. And we'd like to know where there are gaps and how these gaps can be closed. So help me make welcome Mr. Michael. Good morning.
Thank you so much, Uloma. Good to be here.
I hope I didn't mispronounce your name.
No. I mean, you did well. For a first timer.
For a first timer.
So,
all
yeah,
right. So welcome. Let's talk about the skill gap in Nigeria. Do you actually think that there is a skill gap? When we hear skill gap, what should we be thinking about as Nigerian youths?
So, Uloma, thank you so much. I think that we completely misinterpret that entire conversation about skill gaps.
Okay.
And I'll try to break it down into smaller bits so that we understand it.
Fine.
And I like to also probably add maybe something you didn't say, that some weeks ago Forbes added me to a Forbes cancer HR members in Africa. So,
nice. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So skill gap in itself, like I said, we have wrongly misinterpreted or completely misinterpreted the conversation. So if you talk about skill on its own is just knowing how to get something done or having an idea of how to get something done. It's different from experience. So you might know how to do something, but you don't have experience in doing that thing. So the question is, do we have young people who have skills? Absolutely. What is really missing is the experience to get it done. So, with my explanation, I don't think we have skill gaps. The problem is that we don't have a lot of people who have built competency on top of their skill. So, I don't really think, because look at it from this direction. Every year, we produce over 1.7 million graduates. What do we teach them in schools? I mean, if you say there's skill gaps, so what are we teaching them? So maybe another conversation should be, are these guys really employable? So you can have a skill, but you're not employable.
Employable. Interesting. Now, I like the way you explained it. You can know how to do a thing, and you might not be qualified. You don't have the experience. So let me ask you this question. If I know how to handle a particular project, do I need experience to deliver it, despite that I know how to do it? Does the experience has a role to play in me doing the job?
So, I mean, it depends on the context. So usually I teach two things in my classes: content and context.
You sound like a teacher.
Content and context. So content is what you need to get a job done. Is knowledge.
It's knowledge.
What you need to consistently get the job done properly is experience. So your question is, do I need a skill, or rather, what do I need to get the job done?
To get the job done.
Just a skill. Usually, so there's theoretical knowledge and there's practical knowledge. So what you really learn in schools are theoretical knowledge. So you have I'll give an example. So you are a presenter. I mean, most of the basics you probably picked them in school. But technically, as you started practicing, you realize that there are a lot of conversations that doesn't happen in classes. They happen live here. You learn on the studio, you learn on the job. So I think you get better. So let's not miss the point. And I think we also need to call out employers here. There are two kinds of people you employ: graduate trainees and experienced hires. A graduate trainee is somebody that is straight out of school. It means that you have to teach the person. So in my research, I've been working for over 17 years, and I've realized that there are three things that make people special. Three major things.
All right.
Accountability, commitment, and ownership. In your quest to build experience, these are the three things you capitalize on. Nobody is born with these things. You don't get these things from school. You get these things from working over and over again.
Okay.
So I don't know if I answered the question.
Yes, you have. Talking about this now, is the Nigerian workforce truly unemployed? Because from what you've said now, you apply for a job, you're telling you 10 years experience. You need a 10 years experience, and you're a fresh graduate. I mean, someone they can call an intern.
Yeah.
Where do you now, where have you gotten this 10 years experience for you to be qualified to get this job?
So let me tell you a short story. So because I'm a HR by background, one of the biggest jobs I do is recruitment.
Yeah, so you're part of those that say 10 years experience. You're guilty of it.
So once upon a time, a client reaches out to me. Oh, MOU, look, we want you to employ for this job. I said, you guys have a job description. So they share one with me. So here's how the job description reads. It reads, so we want somebody with a PhD, 15 years experience, and we don't want the person to be more than 35 years.
Oh.
And I started laughing.
I'm glad I asked you that question. I'm so happy you're the right person to answer this question. You started laughing.
I kept on saying, so when exactly did the guy leave school? How would you have gathered such experiences,
15 years.
But I think the truth about it is, to answer your question, I don't think it's right to say the young people in Nigeria they are unemployable. I don't think so. I think as employers, we also miss the point. We miss the point. We miss the point because we're not so clear as to who you want to hire.
Who you want to hire,
Yes.
and what you want most times.
If you want to hire an experienced hire, there are a lot of components that you need to put in place on experienced hire. If you want to hire a GT, and all of it comes back to what you are paying.
You have to explain this your professional terms to us. The first one, experience.
So GT is a graduate trainee. Somebody who is straight out of school.
Okay, interesting.
EH is an experienced hire. Somebody who has at least put 5 years in a particular job.
All right.
So, I mean, the difference is in the experience, and maybe the other one is, and look, sometimes it could get a little bit technical. You can have somebody who finished their BSc, went straight to master's, went straight to PhD.
Those are rich kids.
Yes,
those are rich kids.
So whichever way, but the point is,
Nigeria will finish, go for service, and get a job.
Absolutely. Look, I agree with you. I get to see this thing all the time. But look, I don't care what you do, but so there's usually this conversation to say, would you rather employ experience or education?
Education.
And with my experience, I say to people, a blend of the two is great.
Blend of the two is great.
A blend of the two is great. So look, I back to your question. I don't think Nigerians are unemployable. The difference is a lot of us, we are looking for EHs and then we hire GTs. We are looking for GTs and then we hire EHs. And somehow we say it's a mismatch. And again, to employees, I also think that somehow we are not getting it completely right.
Okay, so what's the difference between a graduate that is unemployed and the one that needs to be trained? Do you think the person needs, we also need to talk about this plenty years of experience and the age, right? Yes. The age is mainly the issue here. Someone needs a job, you're applying for a job, they say must not be more than 23 with 5 years of experience. You will not be wondering, at what age did the person leave school?
So I think the truth is, it's only in Nigeria that I've realized that we do age discrimination.
Age discrimination?
Yes. For jobs, we shouldn't do age discrimination. It depends on, we should center on capacity.
We don't just do age discrimination. Some people also do status discrimination. If you're married, this job is not for you. If you're single, well, bring it on.
Please, now you're throwing stones at HR.
No, I'm not. We're having a conversation.
we don't do that. So apparently, I mean, one of the good things that's happened in the HR space is the fact that now, if you're HR, you're a licensed HR. So you can't discriminate against married people. I mean, it's nowhere in the world. Maybe, there are some jobs that carry some hazards.
Okay.
That would maybe take, for instance, the job needs to take you away from your family for 3-4 months. So maybe it's in good faith. Yes, it's in good faith that they ask you, are you married? Oh, these are the hazards with the job. So I sorry. The question again. The question you asked again.
Okay, I asked. I said, why do we need 5 years experience for someone that is under 24 years?
So again, in context, I don't think that's correct. There might have been an error in setting up the job description in the first place.
Okay.
So if anybody came to me to say, look, I want somebody who has 5 years experience and a BSc. If I had to put an age limit, in fact, the first thing I'm going to advise against is, look, no age limits.
No age limits.
Yeah,
let's just get qualified people.
Let's just genuinely go to the market and get qualified people, And then you asked me, is there really a difference in people who are GTs, or people who are employable, and people who are not employable? So people who are employable are people who have these 3 things. So we did a research to find out people who have become successful as staff. And we realized that there are 3 components that anybody who's going to be successful must have: accountability, commitment, and ownership.
Okay.
Anybody who is employable has these 3 things. Experience will make you develop them. The people who are not employable are people who lack these 3 things: accountability, commitment, and ownership. Okay,
let's hang on there and take this break. And when we come back, we'll talk more. My happiness is that he is a HR. And and not like I'm throwing stones at him. He's here to answer our questions. Let's take this break and we'll come back shortly. La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah. La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah.
With the peace and blessings of Allah be upon each and every one of us. It's another fantastic Friday evening, and you're welcome to NTA Channel 5 Abuja.
First of all, you train yourself, you educate yourself, then you educate your family, and then the community at large.
Fundamentals of Islam Live, showing 7:30 p.m. every Friday on NTA Channel 5 Abuja, the Unity Station. Join us.
So you're welcome back from that break. We are having an interesting conversation, the skill gap in Nigeria. And here with me is a certified HR. He's the one that hires and fires. They also fire, yes. And he's talking to us about the skill gap. I mean, if you are intending well, I think everyone should listen, not whether you're employed, unemployed. Everyone is into this conversation. Let's talk about this, what's it called, when there's no job security for the private firms, and you do a thing, you're being fired immediately, and okay, when you want to, we know the labor law says you have to give 30 days when you are resigning.
Yeah.
But when you're being fired, there's no 30 days. What are you doing as a HR, certified HR? Have you led this conversation? Don't you think it's proper for people to be aware that, listen, you're going to be fired at the end of the month?
In fact, sometime this week, I'm having this conversation on radio where I'm saying, look,
Nice.
when is it time to quit? And how do you quit? So usually there's a process to how to quit, when to quit. To be sincere, let me explain it on 2 levels. So there are 2 levels. What you are talking about in HR is called psychological contracting. So how safe and how secure is my job? The standard practice is there are 2, every staff is on 2 levels. Number 1 is either you're on probation or you're a confirmed staff. The standards are if you are on probation, whether I am firing you or you are leaving the job, either parties should give 2 weeks notice.
2 weeks notice.
Yeah, and this is also subject to the policy of the organization.
Okay.
Yes, but upon confirmation, it is 1 month notice. For some, I mean, I've had to hire some even MDs of banks, and for MDs of banks, you actually need to give 2 years notice or 1 year notice.
Before leaving?
Yes, you need to give a long time because you don't hire an MD of a bank and then it takes some time for them to sit in.
Okay.
So in practice, and if you fire somebody and you want the person to leave immediately, it should be on the basis of gross misconduct. And of course, your policy should clearly explain that. But in the case where that is not happening, you should pay the person in lieu.
Okay.
And if the person is also leaving, the person should pay you in lieu. But you know, Nigerians, we're not friends with policies.
Let's talk about your training programs.
Yes.
Educate us on that.
Okay, so there are quite a number of them, but let me start from the first one. So I have a program I call the Operational Excellence Conclave. It's for CEOs and for top executives. There are 10 editions in a year. We have had over 67 cohorts so far.
Ooh.
We have trained over 500 CEOs and over 500 management staff. And I teach just 3 components. I call it the PSP framework: process, structure, and people. I think that every organization will rise and fall on these 3 components: process, structure, and people. So for 9 hours, we are locked up somewhere and we're teaching. We are literally digging up, finding out how do you optimize these things? How do you ensure you have the right processes? How do you ensure you have the right structures? How do you ensure you have the right people? This conversation. So that's the first thing we do. And then I have another program I call the Presidential Table. So the Presidential Table is an annual program for 15 CEOs. And we don't take more than 15 CEOs. We meet, it's a long year program. We meet once every month. There's just a lot. Once in a year, we are out of the country. In fact, we are in Nairobi and Zanzibar at the end of this month.
Ooh,
for a media retreat, where we just sit down and we're asking ourselves, but the goal of the Presidential Table is to move you from doing millions of naira in revenue to doing billions of naira in revenue. And we've moved over 15 businesses from doing millions of naira in revenue to billions of naira in revenue. So we literally just sit down and quiz you. I also have like proper coaching programs, mentorship programs, where people just meet me up and say, look, can I work with you? Now, I like to say that my mentorship programs are quite tough. As a matter of fact, I don't take more than 20 people in the year. It's so rigorous that I've had people run away. But you paid for it. That's how tough it is. But technically, we also do that. And then last of all, I do something I call the transformation program for organizations. It's a 90 days program. We have had over 600 organizations jump into the transformation program. And I mean, if you're watching me, maybe you should help me tell my story. But we have had people transform the organizations, both in process, structure, and people, and most importantly, in revenue. So, I mean, these are the programs that we normally have.
Well done in what you do. You sound very passionate about these things. When we started earlier, I said you sound like a teacher. I mean, from explaining your educative program, it tells the story. So, who are supposed to jump on this?
So, I mean, if you're a CEO and you're listening to me, if you own a business, you manage between 10 to 2,000 people, I think we should have a conversation. You might not be doing the best in terms of numbers, process, structure, and people. I mean, these are conversations that you're going to continually have, but I mean, with my experience, I think I might be able to share a few things with you to get better. So CEOs, top executives, key decision makers, HRs. I'm glad that you see that I'm passionate about this. I'm passionate about this because the reason why I am keen about this conversation is because I discovered the gap that yes, we have people who are actually unemployable. I've gone ahead to also create a solution. So the solution is that we have designed something I call the GREAT 1000.
The GREAT 1000.
GREAT 1000. What is GREAT 1000? GREAT 1000 is that we want to develop young people and imbibe into them what we call grit. So grit is your ability to get things done, notwithstanding how you are feeling. We want to develop 1,000 Nigerians in the FCT and create jobs for them. So far, before we started grit, we have done, just in this year, over 512 jobs created. So we are officially kicking off grit in August. And then we want to recruit. So it's a 3 months program. We train. There are over 30 trainers on the program. And then most importantly, we have also spotted and looked for organizations to absorb these people.
I wanted to ask that.
Yes, we actually want to instill in them the 3 things I talked about: accountability, commitment, and ownership.
Okay, all of this program, when are they starting off and how can people connect?
So, I mean, if you're listening to me, you want to get into GRID 1000, first and foremost, I advise that you maybe go to my page, across all social media, MOU or DAFE, MOU or DAFE. You can reach out, and of course, you can go on our website. We can go on our website to technically www.themidupglobal.com. See if, I mean, once you're on that website, you might go around, you might be able to find a couple of information, but we're kicking off in the month of August.
Okay, please take it slowly as you share your information on how to reach out to you. People can contact you. Okay, so technically, across every social media, MOU or DAFE. Can you spell the ODAFE?
MOU and then ODAFE, ODAFE.
One word?
Yes, one word. MOU or DAFE, yes.
Okay, your website again?
Yes, so www.themidupglobalconsults.com.
All right, what of your phone number?
Yes, so 081-2113-4280. 081-2113-4280.
Okay, Mr. Odafe, before you go, on a lighter note now, why is it that HRs, most times they never get back to people? After interviews, you tell the person, I'll get back to you. You don't get back most times. Why do people do that?
So I'm going to throw stones at my colleagues. It's bad habits.
It's bad habits.
We should stop it.
I mean, why can't you just tell the person, I'm sorry, you can't get this job?
So here's what I do as a matter of practice.
Okay.
We have a software we use that, in fact, I have a practice that if I interview you, right on the spot, I tell you if you're going to have the job or not. I don't even let you go. And I'm able to teach you in a short reason why you're not getting the job.
Sure.
I try my best. And of course, because of the software, the moment you are done, the software automatically sends you an email to say, thank you for attending this. So the problem is we have not automated those processes. Because think about it, the HR just interviewed 50 people and he didn't get anybody. The chances are his mind is messed up. He wants to do more interviews to get people. So that's why, but honestly, anywhere in the world, I mean, I've been opportune to travel to be in a lot of countries to practice HR. I don't think it's done outside of the country like that. People abroad actually, I mean, courtesy demands that if you interviewed somebody, if somebody gave you their time, that you sincerely just responded to tell them their fate. Okay. So just keeping quiet is not a good habit.
Our time is up. So how can those intending to join your GREAT 1000 apply once again? So
go on my social media pages, MOU or DAFE, and of course you can also go on the website, the Meetup Global, www.themidupglobalconsults.com, and if you can reach us on phone, you can call the number 081-2113-4280. Thank you very much, Mr. Odafe, for coming on the show this morning. Well done on what you do. Thank you so much. Keep doing well. Please
ensure that your colleagues are doing what they're supposed to do. Thank you very much.
Thank you
Have
so
a
much,
great
Ilama.
outing with your Great 1000 and all of your educative programs. All the best.
Thank you so much, Ilama.
All right.
And
on
thank you
that
to
note-
everybody.
And on that note, we'll take a break now. When we come back, we'll wrap up the show. Please stay with us.
It's time for us to say our goodbyes on the program. As usual, I remain your host of the most, Friday with Erese, and I'll always be here with my bestie.
Je m'appelle Oguntayo Olamposi Justina.
Speaking French now, from Jordan to Sweden.
Adios.
Hey, if you're just joining, you are right on time. It's Good Morning Abuja Friday episode. TGIF, this is my favorite day. Because the weekend begins here. You're going to rest, eat, be outside. There's O1 Bear and so much more. So thank you very much. Welcome back from that break. We are going to laugh now. This is time for laughter. It's a comedy skit, yes. Friday, laughter, music, so much more. Let's laugh together.
Okay. Now the motor be this. Tested and trusted.
I like him. Give me a account, make a transfer now, 230.
Okay, no be waiting we talk now. I think this motor I want to sell am for 400,000 naira. No be 230. Waiting they tell me now. When this one starts?
Which one be 400,000 naira? Even for the motor, they are the right E230. 230. Make I give you 270.
It will be 270 again. Okay, I'm selling this motor. The least I can sell is 300k. That's all. If you're not ready to buy, market carry this motor, they go on that place now.
If not be my brother, we go buy Benz, where they use the intimidators. Me, I don't swear, say, I go buy this Benz too. And I'm supposed to pay my rent this week. Make me go. Make I give you the 300,000.
300k. Now they keep this. Okay, if you enter, motor now enter.
Papa was
driver.
Thank you. Now very happy man, very happy man. Papa was cool.
2 hours later.
Hello? Emma? Let truth be your watchword. Let truth be your watchword. Now you tell me it's everything for the motor they work. I see it's not working now. My body. Why you do like that? Even to wind down, I don't feel I can't wind down. Don't cut. Madonna. Don't worry, enter motor, make you go.
Me, enter this motor. God forbid. I rather trek to Awoyaya.
And not today we she agreed to come my house.
Papa was cool.
I don't press the thing when you say make I press the motor not agree stop. I don't
Jesus.
The motor not agree stop. You don't know what I tell you. Which game motor where I don't go buy the
Où allez-vous? Oh, bisque. Oh, E.
Hello?
Homeland. Yeah.
You say? You know, but they go again. No, Stanobe. There is no other way.
God have mercy upon us.
God, I beg. God, I beg. God, I take beg.
You never see anything. You never see anything. Just that.
Hey! Help me. The motor not agree. The motor not agree. Stop.
Interesting comedy skits. The creative industry is doing so well. Do you know what it takes to make somebody to laugh? It's not easy. Imagine someone that has not paid rent, or someone that is passing through a lot, or the person that is even a lot, his or herself, and you're trying to make the person to laugh. But with this comedy skits, I know you laughed, and I also laughed. Thank you very much for that fantastic comedy skit. Now it is time for us to shake it off. It's the weekend. Let's dance together. Musical break. another interesting thing I like about the weekend is the fact that you're going to rest. See, I don't joke in my resting time. I'm telling you. Meanwhile, I hope you danced while the music was playing. Welcome back from that musical break. Now it is time for us to see our movie trailers for the weekend. Every weekend here, we'll bring you interesting movies. We'll suggest them to you. Say, I know you're very busy. You might not have time to go and search which movies am I going to see. This is our job, and here are the suggested movies for you.
It's me, Diamond. Your baby. Can't you remember me?
I am truly sorry that I am not who you want me to be.
He kidnapped my wife, adopted my son, and he had the audacity to come work for me.
Woman tó l'accident yẹn tó wà lóyún aláti ṣe operation fún lẹ́sẹ̀kẹsẹ̀. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ bá wa sign. Yes, Minister.
Now I am gradually losing my heart desire. Or do I not adhere to my father's warning?
I don't like it.
I don't like you.
Are you what? What about any sexual contact? I swear this is all on you!
This is my man. This is the person I love and I want to be with. You're my man, right? Right? He's my man.
Calling all units. We need backup.
You okay, pal?
Charlie? You spoke.
I did?
Charlie!
This is awesome! Hiya, Mom.
How did this happen?
Aliens.
I thought we agreed you'd stay low.
I hear calls for help and...
You just can't help yourself.
Bingo! That's just like me with tacos.
What the?
That mangy mutt is ruining everything! Let's take out Wonder Dog! My enhanced DNA can transfer to other cats, making them super smart!
That's got some serious kick!
As for the humans, lights out! The world needs me.
What about me? I need you.
I'll be okay, I promise. R is going to fly. Please tell me that's the last one.
Not exactly.
Interesting. Look at how movie industry is doing so well. By the time you see the action, the gang, when we were small, we used to say gang in movies, you know that is worth seeing. I hope you'll find time to see a movie this weekend to relax. Okay, up next is our weather updates. Let's get to know what the weather is telling us today. Okay, so that update about the weather is for you to prepare yourself. Don't be caught on fresh by the rain. What are you putting on? Do you have an umbrella? Do you have a shower cap if you're a lady? Do you have raincoats, rain boots? I keep saying that. I don't know if they still wear raincoats these days, but whatever will protect you from the rain, please get them available and make sure they are with you as you step out this day. Remember, this is the weekend and you have to do yourself good. Pamper yourself. Take care of yourself. Rest. Don't negotiate your resting time. Try and rest, and if you need to work, rest, sleep, and enjoy. My name is Uloma Ibe. Thank you to our guests for coming on the show this morning to, explaining. See, learning is a process. We keep learning and unlearning the things we think we know. We don't know it all, but with this show, there's always value for your time. Thank you for being part of the show. I am wishing you a beautiful weekend. Enjoy, rest. If there is Owambe, please enjoy. Have a nice day. My name is Uloma Ibe. Catch you next time.